Someone asked me to make a what's in my pack video for the Bonfus 38 LighterPack. So here it is, shout out to you. I excluded a lot of food, my clothes, because I feel like it's quite personal and differs from for a lot of people. Maybe I'll show it in another video. And I excluded my camera equipment because I'm using it right now. So this the equipment I now use is dialed in for summer use. I also have equipment for winter, autumn, spring, but for this video I'll show you the summer one because I think that's what most people want. The gear I use is already dialed in for me. It's what works for me. It's not the lightest, it won't be the best, but maybe you can learn something from it. So without further ado, let's start. And let's start from the outside. In this stretch mesh pocket, I keep my rain gear so it's easy accessible and I can put it on whenever I need to and put it out, take it off and put it into the stretch mesh pocket without having to open my pack. So the rain jacket I use is the Black Diamond Fine Line. It is really light but still heavy duty, so in the mountains you can come across really different environments in a short time, and the weather can change heavily. So when you're caught in storms, this jacket will still perform without letting you down. The rain pants I use are Jack Wolfskin Rainy Days, I think that's what it's called. It's quite light while also being heavy duty. It worked for me a lot, but it has seen some wear and tear, so there are some small holes here, and I patched it up already here, so I might need to pick up another pair, but those did really good for me. Then I use a seat pad, not really because of the function of sitting on it, but more for the comfortability on a frameless pack, so I don't really need to think about how I pack things, and it's still a lot comfier. In these mesh pockets at the front, I usually keep my phone, some earbuds when it's not raining, my power banks and a lot of snacks, so it's easy accessible for me and I can just take it out and have a bar. I almost forget. I also keep my my mosquito bug net in it. I only carry it when I'm in Scandinavia and there are a lot of mosquitoes, or I go to Scotland, the Scottish Highlands, and the midges are relentless. I take this one. If you buy one, make sure it's small enough for midges if you go to the Scottish or the English Highlands. Let's get to the inside. At the top of my bag I keep my tent, because usually when I camp it's the first thing I need. When I just need something else while hiking, like food or like electronics, it's easy to get out. So the tent I use is the Durston Gear X-Mid Pro 1. It's the DCF one. I really like it. It's not really, it's quite bulky, but the weight makes up for it, and the strongness of the fabric. Inside the bag I keep my stakes. I carry just enough stakes to fully pitch the tent. I use a mixture of regular groundhog, MSR groundhogs, and, if I can get it out, the MSR groundhog minis. I use the big ones for the real structural work, and the small ones for the more like the side pockets and the guidelines. Then I have a Gossamer Gear Diddy bag, which I keep some hygiene products in. So I have the toothpaste tablets. I usually don't bring this much, and I just take out as many as I need for the trip. These are really lightweight and they really do their job. Then I have a pack towel. It's not that large, but it does its job. It dries really good and it doesn't weigh a lot. This brush I use, as you can see, I have quite long hair, so it takes some time, but it doesn't weigh a lot and it gets the job done. Then I also bring some C2 Summit Wilderness Wash. I don't always bring it depending on the trip, but it is body wash, shampoo, dishwashing detergent and clothes detergent, so really a all-in-one. I have another duty bag, a larger one from Gossamer Gear. Those are not the lightest, but it does its job and it's what I have. In this one I keep my electronics. So the headlamp I use is the Nightcore NU25 or 25 of 250, I think. I really like it. It has a USB-C, which I really like because I like to bring only one charger. It has a lot of modes, it is bright, the battery life is amazing. I took one with not a fully shock cord because I like some traditional cloth, I think. So it's more comfortable when you have to wear it long distances at a time. Then let's get into my cook setup. This is just a regular titanium spoon from the brand Navaris. Nothing special about it, just a long one. Then I have the Toaks 750 milliliter cooking pot, titanium one. I keep it together with a elastic cord. So let's take it off and see what's inside. At the top I keep a Swedish dishcloth. I use it for wiping condensation from the tent. I couldn't hike without it because when you use a single wall tent you really need one for the condensation because you don't want to pack it down with the condensation inside. This is the torch I use. It's the MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe. Until now it has really worked good, but when it gets wet the pseudo lighter doesn't really work. I have had some troubles with it, so I might upgrade this one to another one with a lighter. Then this is the gas canister. I don't usually bring a large one. This just works fine for me alone because I usually heat up water alone. Then this one you might not see a lot. This is a piece I took from a mosquito net, bug net. I just cut it out and I use it for when I cook something else than water. I can use it to scrape out everything and it's really light and it works just fine. I also use it to put inside and I put this on top and I push it down. That way it won't make any noise when I'm hiking. I said I didn't take food, but these are some brands I use. I'm trying to move on from dehydrated food and pack food myself, but for now I still use some. This is the 4 class from the Decathlon. Those are pretty cheap but tasty. Adventure Food is a really standard one. I think most people use this one. I don't quite like it, but it's also not the most expensive one, so I have some of those. This brand is my favorite, Realtor Met. It's the most expensive one I found, but it packs down really small, as you can see, and it doesn't weigh a lot, and the food is really on another level from those other ones. This is a Buff from the brand Buff. I don't really use it while hiking, but I use it in the tent when I'm trying to sleep and the light gets out. I use it to cover my eyes with so it's dark, especially when you're above the Arctic Circle. It's almost 24/7 light, so I really need one. I always have some electrolytes with me. I put it into the water I filter. and it's really great. It keeps the electrolytes up and it gives me a fresh feeling. Because when you're hiking a lot and you're in the wilderness, you can't find any real foods, you know. Then too fast. This is a EHBO kit I use. Let's see what's inside. I always have some Leukotape with me. For the blisters, it works like magic. This is the sunscreen I use. I don't like the spray sunscreen or the one you put on your hand and put it on, because then your hands are filthy. It's difficult to wash in nature, and you put it on your gear. And so this one is like a roller. You just roll it over your skin and you don't have to touch it, which is amazing. It also doesn't weigh a lot. It costs a bit, but for me it's worth it, especially the 50 plus protection. I also have this patch kit. This patch kit for my sleeping pad. You can't live without, because yeah, if you get a pinhole or just a regular hole, you are fucked. This is some cortisone cream. I'm allergic to mosquito and some bug bites, so I always have this with me so I can put it on and treat the bites. I also have regular pills for headaches, stomach pains, diarrhea with me. I always have plasters with me for any scrapes, because you want to be able to treat yourself out there. And let me find it if I can. Yeah. This is the device I use to take out ticks. I've never had a tick, but it's important to have. This is really light. Really light. It has magnifying glass with it, so you can really spot a tick. And then you put it on, twist it, and you get it off. Let's move on. This is a sleeping pad I use, Nemo Tensor All Season Ultralight, I think. It's really great, it doesn't make a lot of noise. It's not really the lightest pad, but I'm a big guy, 1.95 m, so I really need a space. I also like a thick sleeping pad because I'm a side sleeper and I don't want to have stiff shoulders when hiking, so this one really works for me. This is a quilt I use. This is the Enlightened Equipment Revelation one. It goes down to -1 degree Celsius. It doesn't weigh really a lot, and it packs down really small because of the compression sack I use. I use a Sea2 Summit compression sack for 8 liters, and it really works. It's also watertight. Then I always bring this, no matter where I am. This is a Catadyne B3. I've used it for 4 or 5 years, I think, non-stop every trip, and it still works. It's great. When someone asks me what water filter I recommend, I always recommend this one. If you put it to just regular use, like filtering from streams, lakes, it's amazing. The water bottle I use when I fly to the location, I just go to a grocery store and I take a 1 liter or 1.5 liter plastic water bottle, and I refill it with the help of the Catadyne B3. It's almost the lightest option, the cheapest option, and it just works for me. As you see, I don't really use a pack liner. I've used it in the past, but the gear I don't want to get wet is already in quite waterproof pockets, and DD bags and stuff packs. The pack is also really watertight. It has a small pinhole at the bottom. I tried to patch it, didn't work. But that's why the stuff I want to keep dry is in separate bags, and it has worked ever since for me. If you have any questions, you can ask them. If you have any tips for me, I'm open to it. So let me know what you think, and subscribe for more information / gear reviews. Thank you.